Hey girls, okay, so as promised, I'm going to try to show the Flawless 4 in action. I can hear my children playing outside the door, so cannot promise no interruptions. We're going to start with the primer. Primer is very important. I'm going to fill as many of those pores and fine lines in as possible. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible so that we're not interrupted. Okay. I usually try to let that set for just a moment. While I'm doing that, we're going to shake our foundation. It's a mineral-based foundation. So like I've said in my other tutorials, I empty the dropper out and then shake it, shake it, shake it to get it all back together. Okay, let me shake. Oh, I hear Ava. She's wanting in. Okay, now this foundation covers just about like all of this redness, all of that stuff, except for that thing. And I read that you can apply some concealer to that area. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one too, and let's see if that gives better coverage. Okay, now I love this concealer. Hi Jill, you can finally see me. I never get to see you anymore. I do 5 drops. Can you see that? Okay. I dot it all over my face. I love this concealer. First of all, I love the smell. But I also love how lightweight it is. It's liquid to powder. So it does not feel heavy or cakey. It just feels so soft and nice on the skin. And then I just buff it in. I think my shade might be getting too light. I have been outside a lot with my kids because we've had some pretty days that look like they're going to end soon. Right now I have the shade Organza. I have one that has joined me. But I mean, it just evens everything out so well. I'm gonna add 3 more drops. And I usually just do that to the center of my face where I feel like I need more coverage. I have 2 sick kids, so I have some good bags under there today. And I'm going to show you all a quick concealer trick. Hi. Hi. Bye-bye. What? So as you can see, it covered all of this. That one is just one that won't ever go away. If anyone knows any secrets, any natural ways to get rid of acne scars, I would really be interested in knowing those. Okay, so then to try to cover that up, all my other spots were covered by the foundation. I put just a touch on my hand, let it warm up with my skin. Thank you. And I take a Real Techniques lip brush and I do spot concealing. And I do that so that I only get the concealer where I need it and I don't have a huge, no, play. Sorry, I'm doing this in my phone, so I can't really see what I'm doing. Okay, let's find a mirror. All right, and there. No. Now, the trick for under my eyes, I'm going to use whatever was, actually I can't because I just smeared it everywhere. What I do is I take a little of the concealer, and I have had several people tell me that when they try to put concealer under their eyes, it just makes them look older. So what I do is I add a little bit of the serum like very little. I probably even just did too much there. Mix it with my powder concealer brush and just dab it under my eyes. I think it makes my eyes look brighter and more awake, but also the serum helps it to just look moisturized, because that's the problem. When you have wrinkles showing, it's because your skin is dry. As you age, your skin dehydrates. So there, just like that, we have brightened and concealed. Now the bags, probably gonna have to sit with some cotton pads soaked in rose water to get rid of those. Okay, so that is the Flawless 4. That is just the base. What I do to, thank you, to get my face on. It feels so soft. And what I really love about this foundation is that the longer you wear it, I actually think it looks better as it warms to your skin. So whoever wants to continue on, I am going to go ahead and just finish my face. I'm using our new Behold setting powder for under my eyes. I know that sounds crazy to be putting powder under your eyes, but it is a finely milled powder, and it honestly helps the creasing, and I think looks better than no powder at all. The concealer wears longer and better when it is set. Okay, and that's, I just set my eyelids as well to get ready. No. All right, then for the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Touch powder, the foundation, and I just use our powder brush to just pat that all over. And I use patting motions, not rubbing motions, so that I don't disturb what's underneath. And I only do that because I have it's that time of the month and I have a lot of breakouts and I get really oily, so I like to set everything. I think it helps it to last longer. Hold on, I have a little helper in my makeup here. Okay, so my face is set and ready. Let's do a little bronzer. I'm just going to use the same brush. Bronzer makes a huge difference in my opinion. I don't know where everyone lives, but it is starting to blow storms in here in Tennessee. So be safe for all of the Southerners. Okay, now my favorite blush, Seductive. And they are extremely pigmented, so I usually kind of put it on the mirror and just dot it on. I can honestly say that I have never thought my makeup looked better than when I started using Younique. I love makeup. I love trying new makeup, and I have been so pleased with my results, which is why I was even willing to sell it, because I wanted to only sell something that I loved and that I myself would use. And I really, really, truly have loved how my makeup has turned out. But yes, but if you can see, it's just starting to set on my skin so nicely. I love how it looks when it's warmed up with my skin. And I do not feel like I have any makeup on. Okay, and now my favorite eyeshadow routine. All I do is I take our sponge brush and do the inner part of my eye with Tender from palette 4. I'm gonna have to use this. No. Thank you. Okay, and then I don't use an eyeshadow palette at all. I have been loving our brow palette for my eyeshadow because I love just a neutral look. So I take the lightest shade from the blonde palette and I just sweep that kind of above my natural crease in circular kind of sweeping motions. And I'm using the Essential Crease brush from Real Techniques. I hadn't been super impressed with all their eyeshadow brushes, and I just found this one, and I really, really like it. And you can usually find them at Marshall's. That's where I found this one. Hi, Megan. Okay, so just using that, no, sweetie, no. The lighter shade. Got that worked in. Sorry, Mike. Now I take the darker color, shade 2, and darken. This is how I really do my makeup every single day. Yes, with Miss Ava. Actually, usually I have others joining me every day. Right, little girl? And look how nice that looks to just darken that outer V. And it gives such a nice depth to the crease. And then I just blend. Okay, I think she wants to sit with me. Okay, so that is all I do for just an everyday eye. I don't know, can you see it? It's starting to get dark and I'm losing light. Okay, now I'm going to also use it for my brows. And I'm going to actually use a mirror because I cannot see to do it in the phone. But hopefully you can still see me. I line the bottom and then just try to sweep up with the pigment. So like if you're traveling, hold on, we have a mess. If you're traveling, this would be a great on the go. You just stick this in there, maybe get one of our mineral pigments, a lighter kind of highlight color, and you are good to go. You can have a nice neutral eye, and honestly, you could smoke it out quite a bit with that darker color. The brow palette is quickly becoming my favorite, not only brow palette, but eyeshadow palette. And so as you can see, I get the line on the bottom and then just start sweeping it up. And then I brush through to try to make sure everything is laying. And usually for my brows, I only use the shade 1. But if you have darker hair or a warmer tone hair, and every once in a while I use the second shade for like the tail of the eyebrow because that is where hardly any hair is, so it's lighter there. Okay, and then brush. This is awesome, the brow setting powder or setting gel, to make sure all the hairs stay in place. It helps the pigments to last longer. Okay, brush that through. I'm trying to do a very quick look because I can tell that my 1-year-old is going to melt down soon. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little brush and highlight the brow bone from using the highlight from this palette. And then I use my finger to just blend. Now I'm also going to take that same brow brush and line my eyes with it. It would probably even better if you had either rose water or any kind of water to help this line even last longer. So just line the eye, and I even line under, and I'm taking the second color in that brow palette. Okay, and then to finish off, we're gonna do lashes. We're gonna go gel. And then fibers. Use a light touch. You don't have to press too hard to get the fibers to adhere. No, no, baby. Okay. And then I move on to the other eye. Hello, Matt Cook. I have not set these. You really need to let the fibers adhere to the lashes before you go back in with the gel. If not, you're just going to wipe the fibers right off with it. Okay, and now I'm rushing and getting everything in. All right, got them both on. Oh no, baby. Now, last thing, we're going to go in with the gel again to set them. Okay, and then I just do the gel on my bottom lashes. And there we go. The finished look, the star of the show, the Flawless 4. I wish I had a better camera so that you could see, but honestly, it's the best face base makeup that I have ever tried. It just works really well with my skin, and I don't think it puts age on me or anything like that. So I love it. If you have any questions or want to know more about the products or possibly how to color match, you can just message me on here. If you have my number, you can feel free to text me. And if you have any questions, you can put them in the comments here, and I'll be glad to answer them. So talk to you guys soon. Bye.